it's a very basic drive rail. Like this year, we actually did bends in the front and the back um, to make so that we could go over some of the obstacles easier. Which Taeyon, that would probably, if you're doing a custom drivetrain, you're gonna want to look at getting those uh, curve or those angles in the front and the back of the drivetrain, so you can go up those ramps. That goes for anybody else that has slightly weird bumps in their game. Um, so let's save this. File save as. Grab CAD classes, examples, new folder, sheet metal, drivetrain. Drivetrain, I know, Driverail. Okay. Dot. What was the naming scheme? I think it's. Let me open it up. This PC, D drive. Where is it? 3. Grab CAD classes, examples, file structure. So just a reminder for anybody that hasn't gone through this, this is basically the naming scheme that we're going to be trying to follow. Just because mine's is examples, I'm going to be doing it slightly different. But I should have a sheet metal folder. New folder, sheet metal. And then the part name for sheet metal is part name dot material type. So AL for aluminum, and the material thickness is 0.125. And then that should be good to go. Actually, let's do their dots. Yep. Okay, so that's fine. Go into sheet metal folder. But yeah, the idea behind this is basically you know the part name, you know the material type that you're going to be using, and then you also know the material thickness. So this makes it super easy when referencing back to either what's going to be the material type when making your order list for Igor or for Motorola. And you're also going to know what's the thickness of the material. So you don't have to actually be going into the material and doing the calculate and trying to figure it out by actually opening the part and whatnot. So let's let that save. And then now we actually want to flip the flanges to the other side so that we can mirror it. And there's a couple of different ways to do this. The way I do it is I just go into the part, I delete the edges, and then I flip them. And then I flip them to the other side. So let's finish that. It's gonna give us errors because stuff like the fillet need to be taken off. And then these need to actually get fixed. Okay, so because they're referencing to values that actually don't even exist anymore. And the way we can do this is by just selecting a new measurement 0.5, and then and just like that, your measurements are now connected to a new reference point, and you can just use the same CAD. And one other thing that you have to fix is because the sketch plane that I was using originally is no longer there. You have to delete that sketch plane and just select the new sketch plane. And then what's the last error that I'm getting? This gives dimensions or relations to model geometry which no longer exist. Blah blah blah. Why are you doing this to me? Edit sketch. Okay. What's this? Delete. Oh, that's the top sketch. Okay. So which relation is it talking about? This is half inch, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes messing around with this can be a little bit annoying. So sometimes it might just be faster to just delete the two. If it doesn't work off the back, because normally sometimes you can get it to work off the back, other times it will give you issues. But I like trying that way first, seeing if I can get it done that way first, just because it gives me what is it called? It runs a lot quicker to just switch two dimensions than having to redo all the dimensions at once. Line tool. Okay, line tool. Construction geometry. Smart dimension. Make this 0.5 like before. Why does this look slightly off? Nope, it's not. Okay. This does look off though. Let me see something. File, save as. So this is gonna be the mirror. So you can just go Driverail underscore mirror. And save that. And then let's open file, open Driverail. Because this looks slightly off now that I look at it. Yeah, okay. How do I want to do this? So yeah, this that I'm doing right now is actually very normal when it comes to CAD. You'll do something and then you'll realize that you don't like it, and then you'll mess around with it until you actually do like it, and that's just a long process of CADing.
I lost my connection. I lost my connection. I had to join that.
Okay,
Steven joined?
Yeah, I joined like 15 minutes ago.
It's divided by
I
2.
did. Did he?
Yeah, I just didn't say anything because I'm doing other stuff right now.
And then let's go back and fix this one. Delete smart dimension, and then go from here to here, and switch that to 0. What is it? 0.4323. There we go. So now that's in the center, and we can save that part. Okay, and then let's switch back to the mirror. Sketch. Okay. And then let's not even worry about this because this can be in the center. Yep. And then that should actually be perfect. And then perfect. Okay. So for this piece, we can actually stay in the center. And then 0.196. And then if I'm not mistaken, we did it at 0.78. And then we can just linear sketch this, flip. I think we did it every 2 inches with 15. Yep, looks right. Right, so let's just make sure that this is, yep. Okay. Sketch this. Align, center line. Point 196, and then what's the? I think we did 0.44 on the bottom, 0.43 from the top. Okay. 0.433 is good enough. Or actually, no, let's do it this way. Let's do it from the bottom because I know for sure that was an exact measurement that we did. What the heck? Control Z. Measurement. There you go. 0.445, I think I made it. Or no. I know, 0.435, that's what I made it. Okay, so come back over here and then just switch this to 0.435. And then linear sketch it. Bring this down to 1. Bring this up to 4. Add an inch. Okay, and then we can Now we can cut these, extrude cut, line through all. And then go back to this one, extrude cut through all. Okay, and then let's throw our fillet on there so that we have a safe part. And if I didn't say this before, I prefer 1/4 inch fillets most times, but it just depends on what you're doing. That can always change. Okay, so that's a drive rail mirror.